Welcome to Hero Villains. Who do you think would win in a neutral dimension battle? Cytorrak or Dormammu? The battle of the two ultimate magical beings. Cytorrak is one of the most powerful magical entities in the Marvel Universe, worshipped as a god and existing in the Crimson Cosmos. He is the source of the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak, which grants Juggernaut unparalleled power. Cytorrak not only possesses limitless physical strength, but also possesses immense magical power, far surpassing that of most sorcerers. He can bless or curse, manipulate reality, and create beings with powers on par with gods. His magic is so powerful that even Doctor Strange must summon the power of Cytorrak to enhance his magic. Dormammu, the Lord of the Dark Dimension, is one of Doctor Strange's most dangerous enemies. He possesses infinite dark energy, can manipulate reality, bend space-time, and absorb the souls of others. Dormammu is so powerful that he once overwhelmed Mephisto and other magical entities. He is not only strong in magic, but also a cunning strategist, always looking for ways to invade other dimensions. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button. Please remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thank you very much. Dormammu and Cytorrak are two entities that possess extraordinary power, but in very different ways. Dormammu, the ruler of the Dark Dimension, is known for his unparalleled magical power, the ability to manipulate space, time, and reality at will. He is not only a sorcerer, but also a near-immortal being who can consume entire universes if left unchecked. Cytorrak, on the other hand, is the embodiment of pure power, an ancient entity with immense magical power. Unlike Dormammu, Cytorrak does not need to manipulate space or time to exert his power. He bestows tremendous power upon Juggernaut, making him one of the most invincible beings. In essence, Dormammu's power is based on intelligence, strategy, and control of cosmic-level magic, while Cytorrak is more about outright destruction with limitless power. Dormammu may be overpowered by his multidimensional magic, but Cytorrak, with his raw power and indestructibility, is no pushover. Not only is Dormammu the Lord of the Dark Dimension, but he also has the ability to manipulate reality on a massive scale. Cytorrak possesses pure power with the ability to enhance his power. Juggernaut is a prime example. While Cytorrak's power is immense, he is limited to directly affecting the universe. Unlike Dormammu, Cytorrak does not have control over a single dimension, but rather empowers individuals to do his bidding. In Marvel Comics, Dormammu and Cytorrak have indirectly clashed, with Juggernaut drawn into battles with Doctor Strange, Dormammu's arch-nemesis. If these two entities were to engage in direct combat, Dormammu could use magic to manipulate Cytorrak, but Cytorrak would be immune to physical destruction due to his invincible strength. This is a reference to Doctor Strange and the X-Men. Dormammu is one of Doctor Strange's most dangerous enemies, constantly threatening Earth and other dimensions with his dark magical powers. Meanwhile, Cytorrak has a close connection to the X-Men through the Juggernaut, whom he has granted unstoppable power. Cytorrak does not directly interfere with events, but instead grants his power to selected individuals. The most typical is Cain Marko, who became the Juggernaut after finding the Ruby of Cytorrak. Thanks to this power, the Juggernaut has almost absolute resistance, is immune to all physical damage, and can destroy any obstacle in his path. Cytorrak is one of the most powerful entities when it comes to physical strength and primal magic. His power is so great that even Onslaught, one of the most dangerous spiritual entities in the Marvel Universe, is wary. When confronted with Juggernaut, who was empowered by Cytorrak, Onslaught could not kill him, and those like Juggernaut, if they acquired some magical knowledge from Cytorrak, could also neutralize entities like Nightmare, who controlled dreams and nightmares with the power of the Eternal. However, the powers of both Cytorrak and Dormammu have limits within each other's domains. Dormammu does not just rule the Dark Dimension, he is that dimension. This means that Cytorrak will be completely powerless when entering Dormammu's world, where all physical and magical laws are controlled by him. Conversely, if Dormammu sets foot in Cytorrak's realm, he will also be at a disadvantage. This makes the confrontation between Dormammu and Cytorrak difficult to end, as each side has absolute advantages in their own world. If Dormammu and Cytorrak decided to create avatars of themselves in the mortal realm to fight on fair ground, the result would likely be a draw. The reason lies lies in the difference in their fighting styles. Cytorrak leans towards sheer physical strength, while Dormammu relies heavily on magic and reality control. Juggernaut's powers suggest that Cytorrak is a brute force warrior with near limitless physical destruction. However, the question is whether Cytorrak is completely resistant to magic. If so, then Dormammu's magical attacks may be ineffective. On the other hand, Dormammu is no slouch in close combat. If his close class of combat is based on official information, Dormammu is completely resistant to physical attacks to a certain extent. Dormammu's abilities far surpass those of many gods and powerful foes. He is fought on par with Eternity, one of the beings that embodies the universe. During that battle, Doctor Strange admitted that the very essence of Eternity is being shattered by the force of Dormammu's attack, showing the terrible level of destruction he is capable of causing. Even ancient beings like Shumagorath have retreated from Dormammu's attacks. At the height of his power, the Ancient One was unable to stop Dormammu. He even nearly destroyed the entire Earth, tearing the sky apart and leaving superheroes in despair. Mighty figures like Thor could not stand against his overwhelming power. No one could defeat Dormammu with pure strength. Doctor Strange could only defeat him through deception, not direct force. Bullets or physical weapons had no effect on him. Even monstrous figures like Loki and Squirrel Girl were terrified by Dormammu's presence, asserting his supremacy. Dormammu was a master of magic and could use it to subdue powerful entities including Null. Although Null is an ancient being existing before time and space, he is no match for someone who has challenged Eternity and performed feats far beyond Null's power. Dormammu is said to be over 4 billion years old, while Null predates the multiverse. However, age does not necessarily reflect power. Dormammu possesses not only raw power, but also vast wisdom and magical knowledge, which puts him far ahead of Null in tactical confrontations. Cytorrak's power is an unknown quantity that cannot be measured. He has fought Satanish, an entity that is also among the most powerful beings in the universe. However, compared to Galactus, Dormammu is nowhere near that level. If Galactus is powerful enough to overwhelm Dormammu, and Dormammu has an indirect connection to Cytorrak through the entities he has fought, then it is very possible that Galactus is more powerful than Cytorrak. This shows that the power between cosmic entities is always significantly different. Subscribe to the channel, it will help us a lot, and moreover, you will see great videos every day. You are the best, thank you very much. Dormammu is one of Doctor Strange's most dangerous enemies, with power far surpassing most magicians in the Marvel Universe. As the ruler of the Dark Dimension, Dormammu possesses the ability to manipulate magic on a cosmic level, control reality, and is almost immortal in his space. Doctor Strange, meanwhile, while not as powerful in terms of raw power, is a master of strategy, supreme magic, and possesses many mystical artifacts that help him deal with powerful entities. One of the most notable confrontations between Dormammu and Doctor Strange took place when Strange tried to stop Dormammu from invading Earth. Knowing that Dormammu was far more powerful than he, Strange used intelligence instead of raw strength. In a crucial battle, Strange summoned the flames of Faultine, an extremely powerful form of magical energy, to fight Dormammu. Not only that, Strange also took advantage of Dormammu's pride, forcing him to agree to stop attacking Earth in exchange for another benefit. Another famous confrontation is in the movie Doctor Strange, 2016, when Strange uses the Time Stone to trap Dormammu in an infinite loop, trapping him in a reality he cannot escape, forcing him to abandon his ambitions to invade Earth. This is proof that Doctor Strange is not only strong in magic, but also excels in using tactics to defeat enemies of overwhelming power. Cytorrak has a different kind of power. He does not invade universes or devour worlds, but focuses on pure power. Cytorrak's presence is mainly known through Juggernaut, whom he grants unlimited power. Although Cytorrak is the ultimate magical being, he rarely directly interferes with reality, instead choosing to empower warriors to act on his behalf. Dormammu is perhaps more feared because of his endless ambition to expand. Cytorrak is incredibly powerful, but his influence is largely indirect, not as destructive on a cosmic scale as Dormammu. Dormammu has the advantage of intelligence, combat experience, and the ability to manipulate space-time. While Cytorrak may be invincible within his realm, Dormammu's power spans many more dimensions. While Cytorrak is an extremely powerful being, Comparing him to the Living Tribunal is an exaggeration, but there is no evidence that he is capable of challenging a being as omnipotent as the Living Tribunal. Despite his immense power, Cytorrak has never been described as being on par with beings who can oversee and regulate the entire multiverse. Galactus, with his ability to absorb magic and all forms of energy, pose a particular threat to magical beings. If Galactus can consume magical reality, that means even the likes of Dormammu or Cytorrak could be severely affected. As for Doctor Strange, despite being one of the most powerful sorcerers in the Marvel Universe, he has never defeated Dormammu in a straight fight without using trickery. Throughout the 60+ years of publication, Dormammu has been Strange's primary foe, proving his superior power. Compared to Dr. Fate, Strange may have the upper hand due to his adaptability, inventiveness in combat, and comprehensive magical knowledge. Cytorrak's biography asserts that he possesses immense power, but not omnipotence. Cytorrak is considered one of the most powerful magical entities, but his sphere of influence is not always absolute. When Colossus, who at that time possessed a portion of Cytorrak's power, entered his realm and expressed his opposition, Cytorrak easily severed Colossus' power with a simple gesture. This proves that, within his realm, he has almost complete control, no matter how powerful his opponent. However, Colossus at that time possessed only 1/5 the power of the Phoenix Force, a highly destructive cosmic energy source. Cytorrak has hinted that if Colossus had the full power of the Phoenix, he would have no chance against him. This raises an important question. Could Cytorrak surpass the Phoenix in his own realm? Cytorrak may be an unstoppable force in his own world, but outside of that realm, his power is limited when compared to cosmic entities like the Phoenix Force. In terms of magical power, Dormammu far surpasses Cytorrak. He can easily nullify the magic Cytorrak creates, rendering any attack by his opponent useless. Cytorrak can create invincible warriors like the Juggernaut, but Dormammu can control entire armies of demons and manipulate the souls and wills of others. Even if Cytorrak had his own dimension, his power would still not be comparable to Dormammu's limitless power in the Dark Dimension. The battle goes on. Cytorrak can hold out for a while thanks to his superior defense. However, against an entity that can swallow the entire multiverse, he will eventually be defeated. Dormammu is definitely the absolute winner. Are you satisfied with my conclusion? I hope you enjoy this battle. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That's it for today's video. Thanks a lot.